Hello everybody, my name is Inkboy. I hope you're doing well. And today we are going to be doing a picture in Second Life. This is not necessarily a tutorial. I do have a tutorial on my account on how you can do some of the steps that I'm doing during this, but this is really just kind of like a unscripted. uh, I don't have this planned out necessarily. It's just kind of like a free flow picture. Just kind of going through my process and showing you what I do just when I'm like to myself in the zone doing a picture. So I've already gone to Backdrop City and I've posed up here. Now some people have pose stands and do all that fun stuff. I decided to just kind of play the animation I want. This is from Wrong Poses. So if you're a dude, and I mean chicks can use these poses as well, but they're more masculine poses. They might actually have a feminine side. I'm not sure. I just go straight to like the poses I want to see. So check them out. They're bento. Male, female. Just check them out. Again, I know for a fact they have masculine poses. I'm not sure about feminine poses or couple poses, but anyways, I digress. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up here. So the first thing I'm going to do is change my graphics setting here. I usually run Second Life in high just because it runs the best for me on that setting. Getting to this setting with all the shaders and stuff I have active is just kind of, it gets a little crazy, but that's what we're gonna do. Put it in that. So in this stage it looks pretty funky, right? And that's okay because we're gonna do some magic. So I'm gonna go to my environmental or environment editor, and then I'm gonna play around with the wind light. So I'm just gonna do this until it gets to kind of how I'm envisioning it. Now I just kind of wanted like a futuristic, not really futuristic, but like a neon type setting, because this mask and this hat, they're giving off like those type vibes. So I just kind of want to complement that. So we will. And you just gotta like play around with this. Now as you can see, that really darkened things up for me. So I'm probably gonna mess my position up here by doing this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And if I mess up, I'll readjust. No, actually, I stayed put. So that's good. So let's go to features, go to light, and then I'm gonna change the color of this light. You can just make it as intense as you want it. You can kind of move it to change how the light casting on your avatar here. That still isn't necessarily where I'd like for it to be, like light-wise, but right there, that's pretty good, eh? So obviously this might be in the way of my picture. Let me just pretend like I'm getting an angle here. Yeah, this is probably going to be in the way. So what you can do in that case, if you weren't aware, you can just go to texture, and then you can make it blank. Or I'm sorry, you can make it you can make it transparent. I'm having a moment here. Here we go, transparent. You want to make it transparent. There we go. And that way it's out of your way. Alright, let's get out of that. And don't worry, I'll delete that once I'm done with this picture and everything. So now that I have the light set up, I'm gonna go ahead and just get a good angle. Sometimes it's hard to get a good angle on here. And I don't usually do like pictures this zoomed out, but I really want to capture the whole outfit. Hopefully it does myself justice by doing this. And I'm not 1,000,000% happy with the wind light or the atmosphere settings here, so I'm gonna keep just scrolling through these till I find a good one that I like honestly. And some of these I do the exact same thing that I did to the previous one. Sometimes they just look slightly different. I don't know how to explain it, but let's get to something kind of crazy. That's not really crazy. Oh, hey, look at this. Alright, so this is a little bit of what I'm looking for. Don't worry, we'll definitely soften that up quite a bit. Oh, hey, look at that. That's kind of cool, right? That is pretty cool, if you ask me. Wonder if I could... Doesn't seem to be doing anything. What about this? Okay, okay, I see. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm gonna take the picture and see what it looks like here. Ooh, it is having a moment. Okay. So this is what it looks like if I took it just as this, which I honestly might, because it looks good. I'm gonna save this really quick. I'll save it as derp. There we go. All right. Sometimes if I do like a full shot like this, I'll like take another shot like from a different angle, like more up close, and combine it in the picture. I might do that here. Just because like I want to get the details of the hat and the mask and stuff. There we go. We'll do that. And just get another angle and we'll slap it onto the picture. So I'll make this derp 2. Now right now, this might not look the best. And that's okay. Because I'm gonna go over to Photoshop and I'm just going to completely change the way this looks. So we'll see how we do here. And don't worry, I will switch over to Photoshop once I get it running. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this box here, and then I'm gonna get this focused on Photoshop. And when we're in Photoshop, I will get this pulled back up, and I'll go through my process for Photoshop. So one moment. Alright, I am back. So I got both of our pictures here, and I'm going to just do some adjustments to them. First, I'm going to size this one up to fit on, not need to do that, onto the primary picture, I'll call it, over here. I mean, the whole thing in and of itself is going to be the primary picture, but you get what I'm saying. So, got this over here. Ooh. Making a mess. So yeah, what you do is you just do that, and then now you have like 2 different angles in the same picture, and you just want to crop this, and there you go. Looking good. So now we got some minor imperfections we just gotta fix. And I show you how to do this. Ooh, that is um, not what I wanted to do. What is it? Control Z? Yeah, there we go. I show you how to do this in my tutorial, but basically I'm just going through with the smudge tool and I'm just kind of wiggling around these little areas where my the tattoo I have like meets up to make it look a little bit more realistic, and plus it also smooths out the like harsh edges in some spots as well. If you're wondering about my tattoo, I made this tattoo. I don't do commissions, and well, one, I don't do commissions because I don't have time to do commissions, but secondly, the reason why I don't do commissions is any tattoo where I'm not using my own original material, I don't sell. So if you see something, me make something like this, and you're wanting to commission it, I don't do that because I don't believe in making profit off of someone else's artwork. So with that said, I do have a tattoo shop on the marketplace. If you search just Travi, just my handle and world, you should be able to find it. The tattoos on there are pretty old because I haven't made one in a while, but they're all original works, so if you want to check those out, feel free to. And then maybe in the future, once I have some more time, I'll start to make more. But yeah, that's just that. We're getting to a good spot on this side here. And actually, just to make life a little bit easier on me, let me get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna merge these two together so they're one thing, so I don't have to like click over to this. I can just continue to work on this as usual, and then I'm gonna make this smaller here. Alright, we're just gonna do this, showing you all my secrets. That's okay. That's one of the cool things about Second Life, I think, is just learning all these like new tricks and stuff from other people. Some of these things I didn't learn from people, I just learned them by playing around, because to be quite honest, some people, they really don't want to like show you their secrets. So what I do is I look at other pictures people do and I try to replicate what they do. And you can honestly figure most of it out by just looking up Photoshop tutorials and then just using what you learn from those tutorials and trying to replicate what you're seeing in other pictures. So, just saying, there's no need to be super greedy about your picture knowledge, you know? Everyone's going to use that knowledge with their own talents, so just because you know how to make a super realistic Second Life photo, and doesn't mean giving that same set of skills or like how to someone else means they're gonna like overtake you anyway. Unless you're just really intimidated by that, then I mean, like, I get it. People are awesome, but let them be awesome. But anyways, I think all these like minor imperfections I got to a good spot. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, honest to goodness, it does not have to be perfect. You know, I mean, if you're a blogger, sure, you can take some more time on this, but I just post these to Flickr just for fun. This is just kind of like my creative outlet. So, anywho, what I'm gonna do next is I have a list. I've imported actions into my Photoshop, and what these are, they basically play through a set of actions to emulate different filters. So what I do is I just kind of go through here and find like a random one. I don't even know what this one does, but I'm just gonna play it to see what it does, and like that already looks like super dope. So I don't like how like black and white-ish it is. So we're gonna go through and adjust some things until we get to a spot where it's like, okay, that's where I want to be. So let me do that. And then, I mean, that's kind of cool, like honest to goodness, but it's not exactly where I want it to be. Let me just find the little. Is this honestly the one that is? Yeah, I think that. Alright, let's just go through. We're like so close to being. That's pretty good. That's actually really freaking nice. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave that there, but I'm also gonna add my own filter dealio on it. Let's do vibrance. I really want it to pop a bit more than what it already is. Bring the saturation up some. Make it look a little crazy. That's kind of cool, right? Yeah, it's getting a little crazy looking, but that's kind of where I want it to be. Um, Getting some crazy ideas. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually just kind of experiment. So just bear with me, because this might turn out like super bad, but it could also turn out like super dope. And see, we're that gonna. Oh, that's not gonna do what I want it to because it's not. It's on the wrong thing. But we could do it on the right thing. Go to blur and do motion blur, and then you just turn that sucker up. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Let's see. We can always like take it off if it doesn't. Uh, you know, I think I'm onto something. I might be onto something. Hmm. Maybe if I make that just a bit smaller and do this whole area. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. I think maybe I got a little too generous with the space here. But if I do this appropriately, the effect should be pretty cool, and then we can go through with like the blur tool and just kind of even out the edges. So let's just see. We're just playing around at this point. No, I don't really want to like fully ruin the graffiti over there, but just for funsies, let's just see how this turns out. And we're gonna go down to that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go back down to this. Okay, filter. And then we'll go back to, was it motion blur? That's what I wanted. Okay. Hmm. Try it like that. Let's see. Okay. Hey, you know what? We might be onto something. I might have cracked the code to something. Like I've never tried to do this before. So alright, so it's looking a little wonky here because of how it is, but be able to just go through like so and like mesh this in like this. Yeah, okay. Might just do a bit bigger area just to maybe save some time here. And we don't have to do it in like all areas, but like The foot area in particular is looking a little weird. Not matching up. It doesn't have to match up exactly, but... Hey. Hey. Alright. I think that I'm gonna go here, touch that part up. We're getting a little crazy. This is a little bit outside of my comfort zone, to be honest. I usually don't do anything as crazy as this type of an edit, but you know what? Pretty cool. Hey, oh look at this. While I'm over here, make that a little bit more presentable, shall we? Okay. Sweet. Alright, so for the right hand side, I feel like we kind of have to do the same thing, but maybe this one might be a little bit more drastic. Again, I'm just experimenting, so we'll see. This might end badly. Let's see. I have a feeling this one's not gonna look as cool, but you never know until you try. Actually, you know what? That is kind of okay. Yeah, okay. Wasn't expecting it to be as okay as it is, but it's genuinely okay. Alright, so we just gotta go through here. Move this out. I could probably go through with the blur tool and maybe make this look a little bit better than with this tool, but I just feel like this tool might help out the best. Because you gotta kind of like mesh it in here. At least for my interpretation of what should be happening. Then right there. Alright. Okay, cool. I think this... Oh, there is one last touch I do to all my pictures that adds, like, it takes it from like a 5 to a 10 on the scale of completeness to me. It just, I don't know, like doing this adds something to your picture. So, and I can tell you, if you see people with like super realistic Second Life pictures, they 110% do this, like straight up, because it adds texture to the picture, so it makes your skin look more realistic. And I'm just adding noise to it, and I usually go up quite a large amount, and then I'll slowly like tune it down to get to like the happy medium. This is one of the tricks I learned from just by like trial and error on my own. This might be it. Maybe lower this just a little bit more. Probably get down to 13 and something. Let's see what that looks like. A little bit more. Yeah, we'll put it at that. That also like helped smooth out the motion blur I added too. So sweet. All right. Well, this is a picture completed. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this time going through this. Again, this wasn't meant to be a tutorial. This just is kind of me showing you what I do when I do work on a picture. And I've done this for so long that I can usually knock a good picture out fairly quickly. So, and that's not me trying to toot my own horn. This is just with practice. Trust me. Like when I didn't know what the heck I was doing, it took me much longer. But if you have any questions or need help doing a picture, feel free to add me in World. Just a disclaimer though, I am not in World as much as I used to be. I usually log on like once or twice a week, at least until I get like my groove back in Second Life. I'll never quit Second Life, but it's I genuinely don't hang out with people as much as I should on there. So it's usually just me when I log on, and I tend to get rather bored and then log off after not like not that long of a time. So it doesn't mean Second Life is boring. It just means that like I need to hang out with people more, and I get that. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I'm gonna end this video. If you yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just drop them in the comments below. Hit me up on Second Life, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.